Hi, my name is Sullivan Weiss and I am a student at University of Advancing Technology. As part of Production Studio 1 and 2, I am presenting my overview as it pertains to the hardware team for Project VR Imaginarium. In this project, I designed and built the hardware control layer for the VR Imaginarium, which is a platform intended to enhance virtual reality immersion through physical sensation. The process began by integrating an ESP32 microcontroller with a set of vibrotactile actuators and a fan. This simulates touch and environmental feedback across the user's hand. Each actuator corresponds to a finger, allowing dynamic patterns to simulate various sensations. On the software side, I created a Unity 3D project, developing a simple, intuitive user interface, which is a single button. Can't get much more simple than that. I configured Unity to send serial commands over USB directly to the ESP32 over a COM interface, which is specified in the code attached in the project. This allows for real-time control of the actuators and fan through a button press. Along the way, I did encounter many challenges like ensuring serial port stability within Unity, managing API compatibility, and wiring the hardware to respond correctly to incoming commands. I documented the entire hardware and software stack into a single GitHub repository, which contains the bill of materials, the schematics, development instructions, and the Unity control interface. This prototype represents the successful creation of a system that connects virtual interactions with tangible physical feedback. So allow me to very briefly show you what we have going on here. We have our entire hardware connected up here. We have our Ethernet cable strung to our vibrotactile glove, as well as our fan. And then we have our power supply plugged in. This is our 12-volt power supply to the fan solely. And this is scalable, as each fan does not draw 3 amps. This is a 3 amp power supply. So we have our USB-C running to our computer. And how we have this button set up is we have the button imported within our canvas, and then we have the actual command attached to this button. Now this command is just called activate pattern, and that is what is going to be sent over the serial port, and the serial port in question is COM7, which we are plugged into. And then on the ESP32, we have our actual hardware delineations for each finger. We have our serial, we have our pins, etc. And then it is waiting for the activate pattern command to be sent from the button. So what we're going to do is a little demo here is we're just going to hit the little play on top. It's going to make sure that all the assets are correct. And then once we click the button, we see that the fan now spins. We can't really see the vibration, but it is vibrating. And the fan is currently it's spinning down right now. But this proves that the ESP32 can indeed send commands over a serial interface to the ESP32 and activate GPIO pins.